Hi everyone, how are y'all doing? Today is May the 30th. Wow, where'd the month go? Finally we get to get into summer. How exciting is that? So thanks for joining me today. I have a really cute card to show you. I saw it on Facebook and had to case it. Totally had to case it. The color combinations are unusual. I didn't think they would go well together, but I think it looks gorgeous. I really do. The more of my colors by looking at it sitting right here. So I'll show you in a minute when I flip you around. So I'm gonna just turn this around and then we'll just get started. I'll just show you the card and then we'll get started. And we are. So there we are. So here's the card. Oh, you can see. I don't like this where you can see my messiness. I don't like that. Shoot. There, I hope you can see me. Seems to be live, but I don't see it on my end. So, oh, there we go. Well, I can see it moving around now. There we go. Whoa. You can really see my mess. That's not good. Okay, so there we go. So here's a card. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at the colors. And that is wild wheat. Copper clay and pebble path. I gotta get used to the names of colors. I haven't got that yet. But isn't that just gorgeous color combination? Love it. Okay, so I'm just gonna put it right there for you guys to have a look at, and I'm going to just show you the products I'm going to use today. Everything's listed. So this is the Wanted to Say Dies, and I'm thinking on this one here, I'm going to do Celebrate. Celebrate, Feel Better Soon. I know. I'm just going to do Celebrate on this one here. I'm not going to do the tag. I'm going to do, oh, can you see that? And I'm not going to put the tag on. I'm just going to put some words on. I'm going to do Celebrate with that, and just, yeah, that's what I'll do with that one. So this is using Wanted to Say Dies. I love this die set. I really do. It's so versatile. Okay, so hold that out. And I'm also going to use the Gorgeous Garden dies. And this one is using this one here. I think these are petunias. I don't know. They probably are. So I'm going to use the petunias on this one, and I'm going to put I'm going to fold this in half because it sort of gets all crinkled up. Leave the leaves ones, and I'm also going to use an embossing folder. So this is my favorite one out of the basic 3D one. There's 3 that come with that one. This one's my favorite, so I'm going to use that one. I'm going to use my Pebbled Path, Copper Clay, and Wild Wheat. And one thing I noticed I didn't list in the tools that I'm using is I didn't list my blending brushes. So I have 3 blending brushes here that I'm going to use tonight. And then I have my card base, which is out of the thick, very vanilla, 5.5 by 8.5, pulled and scored. And I'm going to burnish it at 4 1/4. And then I have a scrap piece of Pebble Path, a scrap piece of the Very Vanilla. I have 2 pieces of the Very Vanilla. Why do I have 2? Oh yes, one is going to be embossed, and I'm going to put it on the back side. I'll use this one here. This one. It's going to be on the back side or the front of the card. I don't like embossing the front piece because I always mess up, and I like everything to be just so. So I cut a piece off just to fit on the one. This one here is going to be colored, and then we're going to use this die to cut it out and then adhere it onto the front of the card. And I have some adhesive sheets, and I'm going to use that for the smaller of the celebration. So I don't know if I think I'm going to do the smaller the celebration in the Very Vanilla, and then the bigger one out of the Pebbled Path. Okay, so let us get started. So thinking everybody's here. Yeah, looks like everybody's here, yay. I'm gonna grab a scrap piece of paper. Well, this is my recipe for my banana bread. So I'm gonna just, my scrap piece of paper, and I'm going to start with the, you can start either way, but I'm going to start with my wild wheat, which should be the top. Just open it up and bring in a blending brush. And I'll just ink this up. See, look how dark that is on there. And then I just very lightly, ooh, I don't like the way that's going. Turn it over, I think. There we go. Very lightly color the top third. So that's even darker than that one. I don't really care for that. I think it's because I went so hard the first time. Where's my, all my stuff's all put away because I'm getting ready to go to my crop, which is this weekend. How exciting is that? Let's see if I can pull out, nope. Just grab another piece of, there we go. A very vanilla, I'm gonna just cut this down. And I just, those colors are it's just too dark for me. I like it a little bit softer. So I'm just gonna, and this one was really dark. I didn't like the look of that because the way the brush went. So just gonna just cut it at 4 1/4. And make sure that it's at 5 1/2. Yeah, it is. Okay, perfect. So I got 2 more chances to make it right. Okay, so let's just break this in. Like I said, I really don't like the very, there we go. I want it fairly light, you don't want it dark. It almost looks like a mustard color. I just love that. Remember was it Mustard More or More Mustard? That was a couple years ago. That was beautiful for doing Christmas cards. There we go. Okay, and I got ink all over my hands. So now we're going to bring in the copper clay. I'm going to do the same thing with this one. I'm just going to play around with it until I get a nice light color. There we go. Take most of it off and then very lightly bring it in so it's almost like a pinkish color. And then make sure you blend in the two together. That. And now I'm going to bring in the pebbled path. Hope this one isn't dirty. Nope. Just stained a bit. Pick that up. Take some of it off. Most of it off. And in circular motion, just add the So some of you knew that I flew out to BC to see my dad because he was in the hospital. He took a fall. But good news is that they have him in a extended care facility, which is really nice. My sister showed me, we FaceTimed with my dad this afternoon, and my sister showed me the place that he's actually at. And it's quite nice. So, and he looks happy, so I'm hoping it works out. I'm sure it will. Yeah, Linda went in and they couldn't, he wasn't in his room. He was out wandering around. So to me, that's a good sign. I'm just going to just line this up just like that. And I just have a little bit extra around the edges, but that's okay because I'm going to trim that back. Just, this is just to keep it in place. I'll bring my big boss in. And here we go. Oh, it didn't stay. Oh dear. Let's just get it on here. Oops. Get it on here and we'll get it to stay. So I'll just poke out some of these holes here. And there's the other one. So we're just going to add it just like that, just a little bit of around the edges, because this won't cut. It won't cut off. There's no cutting line around the edges. You actually have to trim it yourself. So, and cutting plate. Just run this on through. And I'm going to go one way and then I'm going to turn it around and I'm going to bring it back again a couple times just to make sure that it cuts it through. There, I think we may have it. Let's see what we got under here. Yeah, so it looks like it's pretty well cut out. So I'm just going to put that to the side just for a moment. And then I'm going to bring in the Celebrate, the back piece of the Celebrate. I'm just going to just put it on a slant so you won't have that big clunk. Just put that in there for now. Put that there. And then what I'm going to do is I have my adhesive and it has a strip. It has a strip right here that you can pull off. I hope it does. I'm seeing it correctly. Yeah, it just says peel. This is the old strip. I'm just going to just peel it back and then put my Very Vanilla on there. And then we'll just, oops, wrong side. That's okay because I'll just go like this. We'll just peel this off. Just trim this back a bit. Just trim that back. I hope I do this the right way. This is the right way. Keep my fingers crossed. Nope. I'm gonna have to do it this way. Like that. Put that in the center. Back on. It's been so long since I used that adhesive. I usually just use my little glue because it has a really fine tip and it's easy for me to find the lines. So let's see if this works out. And if not, I guess I'll go back to the way I do things. And while we have this out, I'm also going to bring in my piece of basic or Very Vanilla, and I'm just going to emboss this. I just love this embossing folder. It has to be one of my favorites. But then I like the polka dots too. The polka dots are so much fun for if you're doing birthday cards. So cute. So you'll have to stay tuned this weekend. I'm hoping to post some pictures of the crop on my Facebook page to share with you guys. But when I'm doing something, I always forget to take pictures. Always. So I guess I'm going to have to hire a photographer to do that for me. But we'll see how well we do. Okay, so we got everything all cut out. We hope the right way. And looks like I did. So this is going to go onto here. Grab my Pick a Tool. Do any of you have the extras that were in the catalog? I haven't had a chance to purchase them yet. Maybe I'll do it my next order. Just poking out the extras that are here. There we go. Oh, come on. There we are. I'm just going to put that there so I don't lose it. So there's that. There's the card base. I'm going to adhere the embossed piece onto the card base. It's all over the way. And we've just used my liquid glue. Yeah, so for my crop, I'm having my daughters coming in from the west. I have my girlfriend coming in from the east. Should be and then I have a friend that's over in Europe right now, and she will be home. She's hoping to be home tomorrow night. So hopefully everybody will be here. I'm so excited. I'm just going to just peel this off. Where's my brush? It's going to just use this part of the Okay, so let's peel this piece off. So your dies have these extra holes where you can put your pick a tool through, and when it does, it'll push the paper through, so it'll come off of the dies for you, so you don't have to pull. And sometimes it rips, sometimes it doesn't. I find if I get really careless, I end up ripping it and have to do it again. So I just like to use these little holes. And the holes are like a perfect little circle. So it wouldn't be something like this. It would be more something like this here, that there. These are not the little holes. Let me just pull this off very carefully, because it's really tight right here. It's so delicate. It's so gorgeous. So, do you see it the whole time? You can see what I mean about it sticking. Man, it's taking a long time, eh? I don't want to rip it. Spend all that work coloring it. I've never had this much problem before though. There we go. I'm even being too gentle. There we are. There we go. Here it comes. So isn't that gorgeous? The color is just like this one here. The color is just beautiful. Yeah. Okay, so let's just take this pile and just push it out of the way. Okay, so I'm going to do this opposite. I'm going to do the darker at the top and the light. So as you can see, this side is a little bit thinner than this side. So I'm just going to bring in my little trimmer. I wish Stampin' Up would bring this puppy back, because I think it would be a really big hit. This was a couple years ago that if you signed up as a demonstrator, you received one of these as the signing, I guess, the sign up. Oh, and talking about signing up, Stampin' Up's coming out with another, if you live in Canada, for $135 you get $206 worth of product. That is pretty darn good. Plus, you get free shipping. You gotta love that. Plus, you get a paper pumpkin. And that's special. So I'm going to use my mini dimensionals, and I'm just going to flip this over, and I'm going to load up the back with dimensionals, just because I like to, on this one here, it is risen, and it gives a really nice effect. So I'm going to do the same thing on this one here too. So there's going to be quite a few dimensionals. So we received a thunderstorm and tornado watch this afternoon for southern Manitoba, which is pretty scary. It was pretty humid here today, I must say. It's hot. To go check my pool, see what the temperature is, but last time I think it was like 78, so it's probably a lot warmer now. And we don't have a heater on it. We have a solar heater, which is really nice. It helps a bit. Our pool we had a pool in North Bay too, and it had an electric heater, and all we did was just turn it on in the spring to warm up the water, and we turned it off and it stayed warm all season. Okay, I'm just gonna, so we're debating whether or not to get a, oh, that's got two on it, crap. There we go. Debating whether or not to put a electric heater on. Like I said, it's just to warm up the pool and to get it started. But once it's warm, it stays warm. Sometimes it's warmer than it is as it is outside. Last year it was really nice. Okay, I'm just going to put this on here and see how it looks. And just make sure you don't want it to sag. So now we're going to, I'm going to add some in here. Oops, where did more of that one? Oh, there it is right there. I'm going to take this off here so I can see. Oh, look at that, I can see now. Yeah, so I have to get up really early tomorrow because my friend's coming in at like, her flight lands at, should be at the airport at 8 o'clock in the morning. So she's up really early because she's coming from the east coast. So her flight leaves at 6 o'clock in the morning. So I think that should be it. I'm going to put one right there too. Okay, so let's move the dimensionals out of the way. And we'll just take the backings off. Pick a tool. Easy way of doing it. Just press down, up. Just pick the backing off. Grab that on my finger there. So, another thing I should tell you guys about too, starting June the 1st, all our Designer Series paper is 15% off. So if you're part of my paper share, and there's some paper that you really like I just love, like gone fishing, let's go fishing. That DSP is just gorgeous, so versatile. Not only does it have fish on one side, but it has like a neutral background that you could use for Christmas cards because it has checkers on it. It's checkered on one side, fish on the other. Okay, so there's that. So now what I'm going to do is try and take the backing off here so I can adhere that onto the pebble path. But I was kind of leery about these the new in colors, but oh man, been playing with them. They are just gorgeous. I did a whole display using those colors, using the fishing, gone fishing bundle. Just gorgeous. Ooh, yay. There we go. I'm just going to keep that Just really simple and elegant. Just, and where's my mini dimensionals? And 3. Let's see. Just want to place it on the flower so at least it has, there we go, has a little bit of security in behind. Oops. Put that right there like that. And there we have it. So what do you think? So there's the one that I did the other day. This one I turned upside down, completely different than what this one is. But the colors, don't the colors look wonderful together? Like really nicely done together. Beautiful. So which one do you like better? The one on the left or the one on the right? Let me know. Make sure you comment, and I would appreciate that. And I've got to go finish getting ready for my crops. Got a few more boards to print, and we'll be good to go. So thanks for joining me today. Stay tuned. I will be live on Thursday. Maybe not, because Gail's going to be here and we'll probably be busy finishing up getting things ready for the crop. So I appreciate you joining me today. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, please let me know. Please reach out. And you all have a wonderful day. See yas. Bye.